How do I stop feeling crazy after betrayal trauma? That's our question. You want to stay with us for that. And if you have not subscribed, you want to. We have so much on betrayal trauma and how to heal, so you want to click that. Also, if you got a question, put it in the box. How do you stop being crazy? Okay, your life has been turned upside down. The person who said they love you and forsake all others hasn't. They haven't kept their word. Your trust is fractured in so many ways. Your past is skewed, what it really was. Your present is confusing, and your future is unclear. Your grief and your losses are so multiple for you, for your family, for your financial future, your emotional future, your spiritual future. Where was God? Existential questions, and yet still having to function every single day. Going to work, doing stuff with the family, getting things done. And the perpetrator of this crime is laying next to you in bed. How do you stop being crazy? Well, first of all, I want to say this. You feeling not like yourself is normal. Statistically, it's normal. There's no way you get hit by a truck this size and you get up and you walk as if nothing happened. So first, I want to validate it's normal statistically for you to not feel like yourself. It's normal for you to have about 70% of your energy. It's normal for you to be distracted. It's normal for you to have some anger, legit anger. We have a whole product called Calming the Storm of Anger. Okay, it's normal for you to have triggers. There's a whole DVD on triggers and how to manage those. But how do you stop being crazy? Well, let me give you a few principles. And before I do, let me back up and introduce myself. I'm Dr. Doug Weiss. I have trademarked the term Partner Betrayal Trauma. I have researched this more than anyone else. I have 2 complete books on partners and partner betrayal trauma, workbooks, step workbooks, DVDs. I have a 45-hour course because I'm the president of the American Association for Sex Addiction Therapy, AASAT.org. And we have a 45-hour training for counselors and therapists to train them how to treat you. So I'm qualified to tell you this. I'm also the executive director of Heart to Heart Counseling Center, where women and men have flown in for the last 30 plus years to do 5-day intensives. We also have a neuromodulation for partners who they're really stuck because of the trauma in their brain, and it's actually neurological. There's lots of resources we've created for you, so I want to first tell you, you are not alone. So the first thing to help stop being crazy is to get informed. I would encourage you to either read or watch the Partner Betrayal Trauma and any of the other products that relate to that, so that you can, first of all, normalize your symptoms. I tell ladies, if you're reading the book or you're watching the DVD, either one, the Partner Betrayal Trauma, write down or highlight the symptoms that you identify with. Now, in our research, I want you to know that when we ask these women who've experienced infidelity, partner betrayal trauma through pornography addiction, or partner betrayal trauma through intimacy anorexia, which is the active withholding of emotional and spiritual and sexual intimacy from your spouse. So if you feel married and alone, I've had women who have all 3 of those issues with their husband. And so the trauma is massive, okay? So you need to get informed, but not just about in general, but about you. So you take your pen and you just highlight through the book what relates to you. We ran through several scales. Over 90% of the women have PTSD symptoms, some in the 98% category. So it's very normal to have triggers. It's very normal to want to pull away from others. It's very normal to have these intense feelings, to want to isolate, etc. It's very normal to gain weight. It's very normal to have all these symptoms, but it's your symptoms. Everyone goes through betrayal differently. It's a trauma. So there's not a cookie cutter for this. You have to find your own path, your own personality, okay, your own willingness to do the work, okay? These are your bullets that you have to take out. And the person who put the bullets in can't help you take them out. So you can't look to him to heal you. You can't look, if you're a man, you can't look to her to heal you. And if you are a man, I strongly recommend the DVD called The Betrayed Man. And I'll have a lot of helpful things for you to do so that you can start your healing as well. But the crazy thing when we did the research is we asked, how long have these symptoms, depending on the scale, have you been experiencing? 1 to 3 months, 3 to 6 months, 6 months to a year, more than a year. Many of the symptoms were a year or even beyond a year. So it's normal for you to have symptoms even a year later. I don't want you to feel like you're not perfect in 6 weeks, and so what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you is you got hit by a truck, and it devastated every area of your life. You didn't ask for this. You're probably a really good person. You don't deserve this. And yet you're the one who shot. And I validate that totally. Okay, so the way you stop getting crazy, number 1, get informed. Okay. Number 2, get support. You may have never asked for help in your whole life, but you've never been hit by a truck before. Now, I'm not talking about telling your girlfriends or guy friends and, kind of doing that. I'm talking about getting intelligent support, okay? You can get in one of our phone groups. You can get counseling, okay? You can also do a 5-day intensive and actually do the neuromodulation if you feel really, really stuck, and get healing for yourself. And if he or she wants to get better, great, bring them, work on the relationship, work on why they did this to you so they can find out their why. Because if they don't find out their why, they're not accountable, it's going to happen again. And also, you can do a polygraph to make sure that you know the truth, because one of the things that keeps you crazy is you don't know what you don't know. And that anxiety of not knowing, was it really 1 or 2 people? Did it really end 3 years ago? Are you still in contact with them? Did you really have sex with that secretary or not? Or your boss? What don't I know? And I can find the women who do the intensives and we do polygraphs with, they seem to heal a lot faster because they do know what they do know. And they know there's nothing more to that. It's a factual disclosure. It's not going in details. It's not talking about where they met or their hair or their whatever they were wearing or what they did. It started here, it ended here, it involved these many people. And if it involved pornography, masturbation, or other behaviors, strip clubs, etc., you can find out exactly what the behaviors were. And I find that having the truth or reality validated is very helpful for you to stop being crazy, because then you don't have to keep asking questions. If your knower keeps going off and you don't feel like you have the whole truth, there's nothing he's going to tell you that's going to turn that off, because you're not going to believe him even if he tells you. So do a polygraph. You're welcome to come to our office in Colorado Springs. I can vouch for those polygraphers. Everyone else, you're going to have to do your own research on that. Call criminal attorneys, do that. So number 1, you want to get informed. Number 2, you want to get support. Number 3, if you can get to the truth, that really, really helps you. Number 4, I would say get counseling, but not just anybody. So many people will say they treat this or that. I remember I did a study on a top 3 or 4 major cities on those who treat sex addiction. Of those who said they treat sex addiction, when you look at their bios, they have no training. And the same is true of Partner Betrayal Trauma. There's a lot of coaches out there who have no training. It's just their experience. And you want someone who did at least the 45-hour training and 6 months of supervision with me to be able to really help you, okay? The counselors and coaches that are certified through the American Association of Sex Addiction Therapy know what Partner Betrayal Trauma is. They're not going to blame you for his affair. They're not going to put any responsibility on you, because infidelity is 100% the responsibility of the person who cheated. It's not about the other person at all. Even if they try to blame you, it's not true. They could have separated, divorced, or done other things. There were other options on the table other than infidelity. So if you'll do some of these things, you can slow down the craziness. If you're triggered all the time, get the DVD Triggered, okay? If you're stuck and you don't know what to do, there's a DVD called Unstuck. If you want, call my office, 719-278-3708. Give them a little information. They can probably tell you what products to do, or hook you up with a counselor or coach who can actually help direct your path and get you in a group. If you're in a group of other women or men, you will feel heard, understood, and inspired. You can do your work. There's not an agenda for how you end up in your marriage. There is an agenda for you to heal and to do what you need to do, which is work. You cannot get better staying at home and keeping this a secret and just trying your best. It's not going to work. You're going to keep limping. And I've had women limp for 20, 30 years and then do the work for 6, 8 months and their life was tremendously different and better. So how you respond to the bullets, that's on you. Getting the bullet is not on you, but how you deal with it is. And I hope this short conversation encourages you to take next steps. If my office can be of help, please reach out. If you want materials, reach out. You deserve to have the best version of you and to be that person who is alive again. Because when you get hit by a truck, it takes the life out of you. And if you don't have intelligent help, it can take so much longer to get that old you back. And you deserve to be that person. Again, if you haven't subscribed, hit that button. There's so much help for you here. And also, if you got a question, put it in the box. And I really hope you will take your next step.